Please welcome Khajuan Mattocks.
Okay, I'm gonna call him by his nickname TMW because I will mess up. But we got another independent fighter. He is already had some experience in the cage. Again, there's still a lot he can look forward to in the future in terms of fight. I don't think I've ever actually seen him fight previously. I know he was currently looking for coaches to adapt to his style. I know everyone's got their thing about trying to adapt to what they know, and I think that's like with everybody, right?
Right. And you definitely gotta find a coach that not only has the high level knowledge that can develop you, but also somebody that you connect with. I totally get that. But that would, for me, if I was a guy starting today, that would be priority number one. Find a good coach.
And let's welcome his opponent. From Intensity MMA, please welcome Bailey Sandoval.
And next up, Bailey Sandoval. 0-0, age 24, weighed in at 205 pounds, even, 5'9", fighting out of Intensity MMA. And I love the debut fighters. Bailey, very grappling heavy. And I mean, his opponent in his previous fight struggled with a high-level grappler. And if it were me, if I'm the coaching staff down at Intensity MMA, I'm telling them, we're establishing punches, and then we're going for that shot nice and early. I want to see him defend those takedowns, right? And just see where he's at. And then, now mind you, the Intensity guys have a lot of very, very tough fighters, right? That's what I've always known them for. But the thing about these dudes is there's a lot of strikers down there. And generally, if you got a ton of strikers, you in turn morph into a striker, or at least a large percentage of your training is striking, right? So really, this is where those high-level coaches and the preparation comes in.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for our third bout of the evening. 3 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is the mixed martial artist with a record of no wins and 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall and weighs already 205 pounds. Please welcome Khajuan TMW Mattocks. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is making his debut. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs already 205 pounds. Representing Intensity MMA, please give it up for Bailey Sandoval.
The one thing I should have mentioned
Your
earlier
referee is Steve Quick.
the other thing I should have mentioned with finding a good coach is there are some coaches that just like it's a little crazy, you know, and obviously some things just don't make sense. So finding the coach that you're at least willing to work with is always something.
That said, I think a big element to this fight, because I do like Khajuan's jab, his lead hand is always very stiff and fast, and he does have the reach advantage.
Yeah.
I think a big part of this fight is, can Bailey get past that?
Oh, that was a great first right hand.
Ooh, big knees to the body already. And he's trying to jump on him.
He was not, obviously his goal is not to get taken down in this
Man,
fight.
those knees to the body are adding up quick. And these guys are getting them really aggressive.
Oh,
Ooh,
that
deep to the
push
face.
kick.
And Bailey's still in it.
Oh.
Oh!
Wow.
It
I was not expecting.
I was definitely not expecting this.
I was not expecting Mattocks to do the takedown.
And this is one of the biggest parts of MMA. Wall walking and grappling against the wall. It's a very unique circumstance. Ooh, Bailey's got his back. I'm sorry, Khajuan's got his back. I'm trying to figure out what Bailey's doing right here. We got it. If it's me,
I would be trying to shake him off there. He's a little high on Bailey.
Right.
Bailey could tripod up and start shaking him off. He's already going sideways. He can at least try and reverse it, at least get into his guard and start ground and pounding from here.
Right. And I like to make the guy that generally strikes, like Khajuan, grapple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now Bailey's big, in top position. He's letting him up.
Oh, I'm surprised.
And now we're going to see who did the conditioning, right? I'm really surprised Bailey let him up.
Oh.
Trying to land that nuke of a right hand.
I was really expecting Bailey to stay more on the ground, considering we know he's a scrappy grappler. Ooh.
Yeah, and I really like the way that every time Khajuan comes in close, rather than allowing Bailey to fight in the pocket, he immediately clinches up and starts firing those knees, firing those big knees, and that's really what you do against the shorter, stockier fighter. Get a little replay on this. And
this is a great tactic, actually, considering that he lost to a grappler last time.
Right.
It seems he was really worried about striking first, hitting first, because obviously whoever hits first is already kind of dominating.
Right. If you land first, it means you have established the range first, right? So that means that you can be more offensive without the concern of getting countered, right?
Yeah.
Conversely, Bailey is still kind of struggled to find that range. He's looking for that big right hand. Now like we said, how's the conditioning?
I also think the big difference too is like Bailey's a debuter, so he's still got the nerves of his first fight jitters and stuff, whereas Mattocks already has had a fight, so he's got the jitters out of the way.
He's smiling ear to ear. He's having a good time in there. Okay, Juan's cold as can be. Let's see who can make the adjustments in the second round.
Oh, that was a heavy right hand.
Ooh.
Bailey really switched it up here.
Just big bursts.
Oh,
spinning
my
back
gosh.
fist.
He even shocked himself.
Man, Bailey's in there.
Oh my gosh, it's like a whole different guy in this fight.
Ooh, and here's where that cardio comes in. Check that kick. That didn't feel good.
Felt that. Oh.
Okay, Juan, you can't figure it out. I think he's trying to conserve it, be a little bit more tactical in his strikes.
And there's times to do that, but if you're getting hit, it's time to figure out a strategy to start hitting and moving around.
I want to see some of that grappling out of Bailey.
Me too.
Khajuan is using that range. Ooh, and those punches are just coming up a little short as the rounds progress.
I can kind of see Bailey's actually setting something up here. I feel like he's at least trying to back him to the cage maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more body shots out of both guys. A lot easier to land on the body than it is on the head. His corner.
Oh, that was a heavy
Bailey's corner's calling more body shots, more body shots. And Khajuan is settled down a lot.
Ooh,
let's see what he can do.
Head's a little low on the takedown.
See if he can lock his hands. It looks like they're locked. Rip. Oh, no. Switch to the single. Oh, and just like that, Khajuan fighting the hands. And I like this right here. I'm just going to, he released. See if anybody can do anything with this last 10 seconds. Ooh, that was just.
That was a nice touch.
and just a little bit of a warning from the referee. You know, you guys got to understand, we're watching a sport. They're fighting for real, so I get it, right? You know, especially in a debuter, that, you know, it didn't do that much. But nonetheless, man, a lot of near misses. I liked how Khajuan was conserving his cardio a little bit better, at least when appropriate, right?
Yes.
And I also like the way that Bailey finally looked for that shot, right? Because now Khajuan's going to be respecting those level changes, especially when you can get in that range, right? You don't want to do it outside of range, but if you can close that distance, control the center of the cage, you're sitting good.
This is going to be an interesting third round. I feel like definitely Khajuan had the first round. Bailey, I feel like, had the second round. Now I'm interested to see how this round goes. I feel like Bailey's really found his game now. Khajuan's, you know, he's adjusting. He found his kind of in the first, so now it's a matter of who's gonna dominate in this one, for
right.
sure.
And I want to see some low kicks out of Bailey. Look how flat-footed Khajuan is. That'll really shut down the movement and allow him to land as the shorter fighter. Man.
I have never seen so many spinning back fists from the heavyweights before.
Definitely very dancing queen, you know. However, I'm into the flashy. Ooh, he's got on the body
definitely.
lock. Ooh, wow. Look at Khajuan.
I'm surprised by how many takedowns we're seeing from Khajuan today.
I like it.
No,
hey, you know what? And he's looking to take the back, being selective with the ground and pound. Yeah, this is nice. I think he's got a wrist trap with his left arm
looks like
on
he's
the
doing
inside.
a little damage to Bailey's nose. Looks like it's bleeding a little bit. That could be from the last round, too.
And right here, Khajuan's smart, man. You just cook him for a little bit. Make him carry your weight, and then it looks like Bailey's maybe holding onto one of his wrists. He can't get it out.
I feel like he's trying to roll him over because Khajuan didn't have his hooks in, so Bailey was probably trying to roll out of it.
Ooh, he's pretty high right now, all slippery. If Bailey just lunged forward, he'd probably lose Khajuan.
Oh, there's a stand-up.
Khajuan's just trying to cook him a little bit. Oh, you got to watch out for that leg. However, there are no twisting leg locks in amateur MMA.
No heel hooks, no leg locks.
And I loved the first round out of Khajuan from a spectator's position, right? But I especially like this, right? This is him showing a new wrinkle in his game. He clearly has done a lot of work. Oh, and he gets
That was a
turned.
good reverse. Oh, but he's got an arm. I like that we got to see a lot more grappling in this round.
Absolutely. Oh, man.
That was, the full distance.
Man, hey, you know what?
That was an exciting 3 rounds, though.
That was an exceptional performance out of both guys.
Yes.
And both guys had incredible moments. Man, those spinning back fists were close. Khajuan's probably like, man, I'm normally sparring guys a little bit taller, you know. Those things are probably landing on big dudes, right?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, exceptional fight out of both guys. They both had their moments. These early amateur MMA fights are so difficult, right? Because you drill so many things in practice. You land so many things in practice. And then when it comes to competition, at times you walk away and it just feels like, dude, I know all this other stuff. Why didn't I execute? And that's the best part about amateur MMA. Go back to the drawing board, fill in the gaps, you know, wherever it would be, right? Could be with your diet, could be with your conditioning, could be with your mechanics.
Everything's a factor.
Right. I mean, in order to be even a high-level amateur like these guys, you really got to be fully committed. You got to be locked in and constantly looking to improve. So I like the fight out of both these guys. I mean, Bailey went against a guy who has some experience already, and that's a tall right?
Yeah.
And then the person that I also really liked was Khajuan. I mean, the dude clearly went back to the drawing board, specifically with his grappling, actually landed a couple takedowns, very surprising, and had a lot of really good strikes as well, right? So he looked good. I mean, not to say that he's a ADCC competitor yet, but I do like the submission attempts. I like the takedowns. You know, most fighters that aren't dynamic in their styles and can't do everything exceptionally, they have short, you know, they got short shelves.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got Carlos Kremer,
So excited.
the Roaring Lion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, another incredible bout inside the Epic 61 cage. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. One judge votes the contest 29-28. The other 2 judges have it down at 30-27. For your winner, out of the blue corner, Khajuan Mattocks!
Man, Khajuan pulls it off, my guy.
Again, this was a really great fight. So honestly, it could have gone either way. But I feel like he definitely dominated that first and third round.
Yeah, absolutely.